traje el 7.
Got it. Okay. ¿Y qué animal es tu favorito? Hmm? ¿Qué decías? Theodore, what did your daughter say?
Aquí, otra vez.
My favorite is the kitty.
Cat? Gato?
Sí, el gato.
Sí.
Ah, very nice.
Dilo en
Very
español.
cute. Okay, great. So we're gonna start looking at the syllabus for the year, and then we'll do some fun stuff, and we'll have some discussions about the Torah, and you'll see. So let's go here. I'm going to share some information. All right, let's do this. So I hope you all can see. All right, let's see.
No problem. Yes.
Share. All right, let's just do this. So let me maximize that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, that was interesting. Okay. I'm going to try one more time. Otherwise, we'll just do our best and try a different way. Okay. So God willing, you can see my screen now. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can see the syllabus.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God. All right. Let me minimize that side. Here, hide sidebar. Okay. Great. So you'll get a copy of this. If you want a copy of this to follow along, just tell me and I'll put one in the chat. So, okay. So, hi. I'm Rabbi Y. So, welcome to the Sunday School, Bnei or Children of Light. So, I've been teaching for a couple years, experienced educator, and we're doing interactive lessons every Sunday that go over the weekly Parsha, stories from the Tanakh. Tanakh is the 24 books of Torah. Chumash, which you're probably familiar with, is the first 5 books. There are 24 written books total. Prayers and more. So, we'll do some daily prayers, you'll see. So every class, we're going to learn some Hebrew. We're going to learn how to write and read the letters at the beginning. We're going to do some parasha, some of the weekly Torah portion. And part will be moral discussions about situations that can come up in your life and what would you do? What do you think you should do? What does the Torah tell us to do in them? And yeah, and what does the Torah Noahide law teach us about them? So this is going to be 11 a.m. Eastern time every Sunday starting today. So you already know a good bit about me. You can call me Rabbi Y. So let's see. Yeah, you know most of this already. So I taught 2nd through 5th grade at a Jewish Hebrew school for years. I have rabbinic ordination. Yeah. And so some materials that it would be good if you can get for this year for future classes would be a Chumash. That's the 5 books of Moses. A folder to keep your papers in, some pencils and some crayons would be good. And I'll probably send out some more by email, you'll see. So the course cost is nominally $36, but like Rabbi Parrott said that you or your parents might have seen, it's at the end of the day, whatever your family can pay is the cost of the course, and you get a free first time as well. Just talk with Rabbi Parrots for that. Okay. Any questions on that first page? Any comments? Good. All right.
Good.
Okay. So, all right, for this, let's do some popcorn reading. So you all are gonna have a chance to read. So, Tobin, would you like to read? Go ahead and read the expectation section here for me. Can you read that?
Pay attention, ask questions, limit distractions, including with technology. Listen to others while they are speaking.
And last one,
And
conduct.
yourself appropriately.
All right, great job. Any questions on that? No? All right, great. My contact info is up here. You have my email if you ever need it. Oop, did not mean to click that. Let's see. So then weekly procedure. Let's see. So Rachel, would you like to try reading a little bit, or are you a little uncomfortable with that?
She cannot read yet. She
Okay.
now she's in the first grade, so now they're learning to read.
Got it. Got it. Okay. That's fine. All right. So the weekly procedure, everybody's gonna say hi. We're gonna do about a 2 to 5 minute davening together. Davening means prayer. So we'll be working on our prayers every week, praying together. Then we'll usually do some Hebrew. We'll learn how to read and write Hebrew over time here, starting with the Aleph base, learning the Aleph base, the Hebrew alphabet. And then for Chumash, we'll usually read through a Parsha summary together. And I'll go over a lesson for Noahides, meaning, humanity, people that believe in the Torah and want to do the right thing for God. So, and we'll do a creative activity that's connected to the weekly Parsha every week as well. We're also going to have what we call moral dilemmas. So we're going to have short stories that the class is going to read together. And then the class is going to discuss a little bit what you would do in that situation. And we'll have a short creative project based on it. I'm expecting we'll get to that today. We'll get to do you'll see the one for today. It's about your friend is stealing something from a store. You'll see it. So, and we'll learn what the Torah tells us to do in that situation. So some other things that we'll do over time, as we have time, are we'll read through some Noahide children's books together, God willing. We'll read the Rambam, Maimonides, 13 Principles of Faith. We'll go through some foundational concepts like Hashgacha Pratit, divine providence, Yesh Ma'ayin, meaning something from nothing, creating something from nothing, and so on. And, well, you all know we're going to be learning Aleph base. All right, so the FAQ, if a student misses a class, then you just have to contact me and I'll help you to catch up if there was anything important that you missed. Like for the Hebrew, for example, to help you make sure that you're not falling behind if you miss a class or two. All right, and then, so if your parents ever want to know how you're doing, first of all, I'm going to send out a regular email letting your parents know how the class is going and if there's any concerns. So that's how we'll communicate about that. Okay. So any questions? Any concerns? Anything you're wondering? Preguntas?
Nothing.
Okay. Good. Okay. So we're going to move on to the next thing. So for today, all right, so we're going to have an icebreaker. You guys know what an icebreaker is? You ever heard that, icebreaker? Okay. Tobin, what's an icebreaker? Do you know?
It's like a thing that goes in front of a ship that breaks the ice.
Okay. Yeah, you might be right about that. I guess I'm referring to something that's to a little bit of a different meaning that you use when when you want to get to know a group. You ever heard of that one before?
No.
Okay. So an icebreaker is something to break the ice, meaning to get to know a group a little bit. So this is what we're going to do. We're all going to take turns showing everyone our shoes, is what I decided we'll do for the icebreaker. And then you're going to tell us the story about your shoes. How did you get those shoes? Like, why do your shoes look the way they do? Are they new? Are they old? So go ahead, grab your shoes, grab a pair of your shoes, and I'm going to step away so I can grab mine, and then we're going to talk about them.
Саша, видишь, всякие еще все покажу обувки. I think she's going to explain about her shoes.
All right. All right, I'm back. I have my shoes. So, are we all ready? So Tobin's still getting his shoes. Let's wait another 30 seconds for him. Control backgrounds, none. Appearance. You got your shoes? Or really just one shoe would work? Okay, great, man. So, all right, just so you can see a little better. Okay, let's see. Would you guys rather go first? Do you want me to go first? Me? All right, I go first. Okay, so here, there's a few shoes I use regularly. This is one of them. It's a Brooks shoe. It's really an athletic shoe. And I got it maybe 6 months ago. It's good. It's good for everything. It blends in if you're wearing a suit. It's black, so it never really stands out. And it seems like it lasts a long time. So I'm happy about that. And I got them used from somewhere. Yeah, if you guys have more questions about the shoe or its story, let me know. Okay. Someone want to go next? Okay, so Rachel, would you like to try?
На английский можно, конечно? Скажи мне на болгарский или на испанский. Окей, say it in español.
Fuerte, fuerte, fuerte.
Fuerte. Откъде ги имаш обувките? Харесват ли ти? He's shy.
Okay. If you want to share just a few words about it, then that's fine. Like, did you...
¿De qué color son? What color are they? What color?
Pink,
Okay, they are pink, and which other color they have? Purple?
purple, and blue.
Uh-huh.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you use it for sport at school?
What?
Sport.
Sport.
No, you use... ¿Cuándo los usas?
Los uso cuando,
Fuerte, fuerte.
los uso cuando estamos de vacaciones.
Yeah, you're using now for holidays.
Yes, she's using them in the holidays.
Wearing,
Where did you get them from?
From Bulgaria.
from
Who
Bulgaria.
gave them to you?
Who gave them to you?
Very nice.
Mom. Mom and dad.
And are they new? Okay, I was going to say, are they new or old? Was my last question.
Are they new or old?
Oh,
Oh,
They're old? Got it.
actually,
Very cool.
they're pretty new. They're like a few weeks old, but they look old.
All that dirt, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Very nice. So, Tobin, you ready?
These are my shoes. I don't know where my Nana got them, but she got them for me, and they're sturdy. They feel really comfortable, and I like the shade of black. Oh, and they're made in Italy.
Oh, okay. So they're good shoes, you're saying.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
Are
I
they your
got,
favorite shoes?
yeah. They're the only shoes I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I got them like a few months ago.
So you said your Nana got them for you for a gift?
Well, not
Very
really a gift. I just needed them, so she saw them one time, and then she got them.
Okay, very cool. Nice, man. All right, so anything else on that before we move on? Okay, go ahead with the next thing. So let's see. I have a cat and you might hear him in the background. If it ever gets annoying for you, just tell me and I'll see if I can move him. Okay, so at the end, if we have time, maybe I'll show you guys my cat. Oh yeah, Rachel, you said you like cats, so maybe we'll do that at the end. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to learn the prayer Modani. Have you all heard of that before? Modani? No? Okay, so Tobin, no. Rachel, ¿conoces el tefilá de Modani?
¿Conoces la oración?
No.
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 Oh,
Nene.
oh,
No.
no. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, so I have the Noahide Children's Prayer Book. I don't know if you guys have one of those. I have it up, and so here's what we're going to do. So first we're going to hear how to say it, and then we're going to say it together. So let me pull that up really quick for you all. The tune, I have a video that'll give you all the tune since it's your first time. One sec. Okay, here we go. So let me see if we can. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and share this. Let's see. Render. Here we go. All right, God willing, you'll be able to hear it. So let's see. My screen sharing is paused. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to start playing it, and you guys tell me if you can hear it. Let's do that. All right, ready? Can you hear that? Yeah? Tobin, you can't? Okay. So let's see. You're saying you can hear or you can't hear the song.
You need to share, Rabbi Yitzhak. You need to share on your when you're sharing. There's an option that is called share sound of the computer or share
Okay.
sound. Okay.
All right. So, under share, you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking under share. Okay, I'm not seeing it there. Let me see. Oh, share sound. I see it now.
There
Great.
you go.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. You all can see my screen? Okay, great. Here we go.
מודה אני לפניך מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך מודה אני לפניך מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך.
All right, so what we're going to do now is now that we've heard it, we're going to try singing it together. Are you guys ready? We're going to try it first with the song. You'll all sing with me with the song, and then we'll do without the song. You ready? Rachel, ¿entiendes?
Sí,
Sí, sí.
Sí, okay. Muy bien. Okay. All right, Tobin, you ready? All right, let's do our best.
מודה אני לפניך מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך.
All right, do you guys want to try it with me without the music? Would that be easier for you?
No.
Oh, you want to keep going like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep going like this. All right.
מודה אני לפניך מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך.
so we'll do one more time and then we're going to start going over what it means.
מודה אני לפניך, מלך חי וקיים שהחזרת בי, נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so for the translation, I'll go through it. So, Moda Ani, I offer thanks, Lefanecha, to you, Melech Chai V'Kayam, living and eternal King, Shechezarta Bi, who has returned to me, mercifully restored. Okay. Nishemati Bechemla, my soul. So, Nishemati is my soul, Neshama. Have you heard the word Neshama?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neshama is a soul. So, who has returned, it returned to me, Nishmati, my soul, Bechemla, with compassion, so mercifully is the way they say it. Rabba, great, and Munatecha, your faith. So your faithfulness is great. So let's start with this. Is there any part of this that looks a little weird to you, that doesn't make sense to you? There's one part of this that when people think about it, it can confuse them, and you'd be right to be confused. So let's put it this way. Does it make sense to you to thank God? Yeah, that makes some sense. God gives you life and God gives you everything in your life. So does it make sense to say that God is eternal, that God is forever? God's forever, right? So that's good. Does it make sense to say that God gives you your soul? Yeah, I would say so. All right, does it make sense to say that God has faith? Isn't that a little weird? Like we say we have faith in God, but to say that God has faith, that's a little weird, right? So what do you think that could mean?
That he has faith in us to do the right thing.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's definitely the way that I've seen it explained before. I think you're right, Tobin. So that he has faith in us. He has faith in us that we'll do the right thing with the gifts that he gives us. He has faith in us every day. So, okay. Great. Okay, so that's good. So now we're going to start looking at the Aleph base, unless you guys have a question. If you have a question, feel free, because if there's something you're interested in or something you're confused on, we can always spend more time. Questions? No? Okay. All right, we're going to keep going. So next we have, let me pull this up for you all. Okay, so sorry, it's a little down from where we're supposed to be. Okay, so now we're going to listen to a song on singing the Hebrew Aleph Bet. Have you heard the Aleph Bet before? You guys have heard the Aleph Bet before? Okay.
No, hasn't.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna learn the Aleph Bet together. Ready?
Aleph bet bet, Aleph bet bet, Gimel Dalet hey, Gimel Dalet hey, Vav Zayin Chet Het, Vav Zayin Chet Het, Yud Kaf Chaf, Yud Kaf Chaf, Lamed Be'am Nun, Lamed Be'am Nun, Samech Ayin Pei Pei, Samech Ayin Pei Pei, Zadi Kuf Chesh, Zadi Kuf Chesh, Shin Sin Ta.
Nope.
Wow, that was tough. Did you get all the letters? Great job. Let's
We're gonna
try it
start
again.
singing,
Repeat after me.
If you're comfortable, you can start singing it now. I'm going to start singing with her.
Aleph, bet, bet, Aleph, bet, bet, Gimel, Dalet, hey, Gimel, Dalet, hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Sin, Tav. Sing it with me.
All right. Are you guys ready for us to sing together now? Ready? All right, let's do our best. Let's see what we can do.
Aleph, bet, bet,
Aleph, bet, bet,
Gimel, Dalet, hey,
Gimel, Dalet, hey,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Sin, Tav. Wow, that was tough. Did you get all the letters? Great job. Let's try it again.
One more.
Repeat after me.
together.
Aleph, bet, bet,
Aleph, bet, bet,
Gimel, Dalet, hey,
Gimel, Dalet, hey,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet,
Yud, Kaf, Chaf,
Yud, Kaf, Chaf,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Lamed, Mem, Nun,
Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh,
Tzadik, Kuf, Resh,
Shin, Sin, Tav.
Okay. So we'll take a first, let me. All right, to be honest, I saved a file of it, but I would have to pull that up on my computer. So let's do this right now. So you guys can see the whole Aleph base. So let's do this. This one looks good. You can't see, you can't read it so well. Let me try really quick to find a better one for you all. Let's just do this. Where was the colorful one? All right, here we go. So it'd be good if we had the names by them, but this is Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. You guys remember the next one? Vava, Vava, Va. You guys remember? Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Chaf, final Chaf. Anyone know this one? La, La, Lam. Huh? Yeah, Rachel?
Lamed.
Lamed. Oh, very nice.
Med.
All right. Mem. That's final mem. We'll talk about that. Nun. Final nun. Samech, ayin, pei, fei. That's another kind of fei. All right. This one. Tzitza. Anybody remember? Tzitza. Tza. Tza. Sad. Sad.
Tzadik.
Tzadik. Very nice. That's final tzadik. Kuf, resh, shin, sin, tav. And then there's a little bit of a different tav, but we're not going to get into that. And then there's some vowels we'll talk about in the future. All right. Do you guys want to try one time singing it fast together or no? Raise your hand if you want to try singing it fast. Just a little faster than before. Raise your hand if you want to try. Un poco más rápido. No? Raise your hand if you want to try singing it a little slower than before.
Lower.
Más lento.
Okay.
Rachel, yes?
Yeah.
You want to try
Slower.
it slower?
Yeah.
All right, we do a little slower.
Right there.
We'll do a little slower together. Ready?
Aleph, bet, bet.
Aleph, bet, bet.
Gimel, dalet, hey.
Gimel, dalet, hey.
Vav, zayin, chet, tet.
Vav, zayin, chet, tet.
Yud, kaf, chaf.
Yud, kaf, chaf.
Lamed, mem, nun.
Lamed, mem, nun.
Samech, ayin, pei, pei.
Samech, ayin, pei, pei.
Zadik, kuf, resh.
Zadik, kuf, resh.
Shin, sin, tav.
All right, did you guys like that?
How about
You guys like the slower one?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Okay, so that's good. So next on our agenda for today, let me know if you guys ever have any questions. So the next one, let's see. All right, I know that we haven't been doing creative stuff or stuff that's that interactive so far. So we're going to jump into the interactive part of the lesson for today for Chumash, for the 5 books of Moses. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you all 5 to 10 minutes. We'll start out with 5, and if you guys think you need another 5, we'll do it. I want you to take a piece of paper and the crayon. If you can get a crayon or something that's colored, let's do that. And I want you to draw out a time that you felt that God was being unfair. A memory you have, something that you remember that you felt God was not being fair.
Algo que él quiere que tú escribas o que digas algo en lo que tú crees que Hashem no fue justo contigo.
Do you mean from the Torah or from our lives?
So, I mean, from your lives, if you can't think of one from your lives, then you feel free to pull one from the Torah. So I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and I'm going to be ready for us to go ahead after that. And if at that point we think we need more time, then you'll have more time. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. So if you guys want to keep sketching or keep coloring, that's fine. So, but we're gonna talk about the Parsha again. If you guys want to keep drawing and just listen, you can do that. All right, make sense? Okay. All right, so I know. So raise your hand if you want to keep drawing or coloring while we talk right now. So Tobin, you feel like you're done? Okay. Rachel, ¿quieres continuar en dibujar? No? Okay. Okay, tiene sentido. All right, so we're going to go through, originally we were going to go through, whatever. All right, so to be exact, this is the Parsha that we're just coming out of, but there's a few different reasons why for this first lesson, I think it's good to start off with this. There's like some foundational stuff there that we'll get into. So we're going to go through the Shemot roundup. So, okay, so let's see. Rachel, I know you're still learning to read. So Tobin, do you feel like you're good doing a paragraph at a time and you and I can switch off paragraphs, or do you feel like that's too much for you? It's good?
I don't really like reading in front of other people.
You don't like reading in front of other people, you said?
No, yeah.
All right. Okay, so if you feel like you can listen good without reading them, then I'll just read for everyone. Okay, ready? So Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, is worried there are too many Jews and they're becoming too powerful. So he decides to enslave them, forcing all the Jews to do back-breaking labor, working in the fields, schlepping bricks, that means carrying them from place to place, and building cities for him. Next, he calls in 2 Jewish midwives, Shifra and Pua, and tells them that whenever they're helping a woman give birth, if a baby is born, they have to kill him. Real quick, when I highlight something, can you guys see it? Yeah? All right, great. But the midwives are people that help babies be born, help babies get out of the mom. No, what a horrible thing to do that is. So they don't listen to him. So Pharaoh makes a new decree that all Jewish newborn boys must be thrown into the Nile River. Let's see. For what it's worth, the text specifically says that the midwives disobeyed Pharaoh because they were doing it for God, that they knew that this was something that God didn't want, to kill little boys. So now, Yocheved gives birth to a son, and of course she's afraid that he'll be killed. So at first she hides him in her house, but then when she's afraid the Egyptians will find him, she makes him a little waterproof cradle and hides it in the long grasses near the edge of the river. Have you guys heard this story before? Yeah? Okay. As it happens, Pharaoh's daughter comes down to the river to bathe, and she notices this strange little basket floating in the river. She sends her maid to get it and sees a crying little baby inside. She names the boy Moses, or Moshe in Hebrew, and decides to take him home and raise him as her son. That's how it happens that Moshe, a Jewish boy, grows up in the palace of Pharaoh. When Moshe grows up, he goes out and sees the hardships. Hardships mean difficulty, pain, that his people, the Jews, are experiencing, and it really bothers him. One day he sees an Egyptian beating a Jew. He's so angry that he kills the Egyptian. When he realizes that he might get into trouble, he has to escape Egypt and runs off to a faraway country called Midian. There, he helps the daughter of Jethro, Yitro, and marries one Tzipporah. Oh, okay. Okay, I see how White worded it that way. And becomes a shepherd to his father-in-law's flock. So he married someone named Tzipporah, whose father was named Jethro or Yitro. One day, while Moshe is taking care of the sheep, one of them runs away. Moshe goes after it and he sees an amazing thing, a burning bush that is on fire but not actually burning. There he hears God speaking to him, telling him to go to Pharaoh and to take the Jews out of Egypt. At first, Moshe doesn't want to do it, thinking, how can I be a messenger of God? And what if the Jews don't listen to me? So God gives him 3 signs. In one, he picks up a stick and it turns into a snake. In the second, he puts his hand into his cheek and it becomes all scaly. And in the third, God tells him if they still don't listen, he should spill water from the Nile River onto the ground and it will become blood. Moshe then explains his worry that he cannot talk clearly, so God appoints his brother Aaron, Aaron in the Hebrew, as a spokesperson. So we're about halfway through. Oh, no, we're close to the end. Okay. Any questions so far? Is there anything you guys want to talk about so far? This is an open classroom. If you guys want to talk about something, you have questions about something, just tell me. Good.
So when you said like his hand turned to scales, I always thought like it was leprosy.
Let's see. We can look at that more closely in the text if you're interested. And it sounds like you are, man. So, okay. So let me see if I can pull. So hang on. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So this is the one that, yeah. Okay, so this is the, I know you guys don't know that much Hebrew yet, so we'll look at the English together really quick. So that's the name of God. So God said to him further, put your hand into your bosom. So he put his hand, Moses put his hand into his bosom, that's on his chest. And when he took it out, his hand was encrusted with snowy scales. There were scales all over his hand. The Hebrew literally means Metzorat kasheleg. Sheleg is snow, and Sarat is like, it's like the biblical leprosy. It's a little different from I believe from what medicine recognizes as leprosy. And so literally it would be like how do you put this? Yeah, I think the best way to put it is the way they put it, encrusted with snowy scales. Okay. Good on that? Okay. So let's see. So when Moses returns to Egypt and tells the Jews that he has come to rescue them, they believe him and are very happy. But then he goes to Pharaoh and passes on God's message that he should let the Jews out of Egypt. Pharaoh responds saying, "Who do you think you are? Stop disturbing the Jews from their work." And on that very day, Pharaoh orders that the Jews' labor should become even harder. The work is so hard that the Jews can't do it, and the Egyptian taskmasters beat them. When Moses sees what's happened, he cries to God, "What have you done to the Jews? Why did you send me? Since I came to Pharaoh, he has only made things worse. You didn't come to save them?" He's saying, "Why aren't you saving your people, God?" So God promises that he really will save the Jews, but we will have to wait until next week to find out how he does it, because with this, the Parsha ends. Okay, any other questions before we dive in a little deeper? Vergota? No? Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do, and this is how it connects to what you drew. So we're going to take a look at the end when Moses is telling God, "God, why are you not treating your people well? Why are you treating your people badly?" And so, let's see. All right, so here it is. So 22. So this is where it happens. All right, so then Moshe returned to Hashem. This is what we're talking about at the end, and said, "Oh my Lord, why did you bring harm upon this people? Why did you send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he's dealt worse with this people. And still you haven't delivered your people." That means to take them out, to save them. So first of all, is there anything that's surprising about this, or maybe about the way that Moses is talking to God? No? Well, let me ask. So, yeah, Tobin, did you have something to say?
Well, knowing that God can do anything, it's not really that surprising.
So you're saying that because God can do anything, we should ask him things. We should we should be willing to say, like, "God, like, you should be doing better than this. This isn't right." Is that what you're saying?
Kinda.
Okay. So how do you put this? Let me ask this. So the way that Moses is talking to God, if if you talk that way to the highest person in your country, whether it's I think for prime minister for both of you. So if you talk that way to your prime minister, then what would happen?
You probably get really mad
Why is that?
because he doesn't really want, he's his own living being and he can do what he wants.
He
Yes.
doesn't want you to tell him what to do. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Rachel, ¿tienes algo para compartir?
¿Qué te diría? En español, dilo. ¿Qué te diría el presidente?
que
Fuerte.
que se salga de nuestro mundo.
Que se vaya.
Yeah, the president is, if she speaks to him like this, he's going to throw her out.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's that I think you and Tobin think the same thing here. So yeah, so it's not very respectful to speak to a president this way. So why do you think that Moses is talking to God this way? Any ideas? So one thing here that might help you guys to understand a little bit about why is that what the Lubavitcher Rebbe says, what the Rebbe of Chabad said about Moshe arguing with God, which you'll see again and again, is that he's doing it, his questions, his arguing, that's coming from a like higher level. He believes in God so much that he wants to talk with him. He wants to converse with him. He wants to be a part of the process. So, okay. And then as far as the God doing something that doesn't look right, do you guys want to share your pictures?
I didn't really draw anything. I just wrote it down.
Okay. So yeah, however you want to share it. If you want to hold it up to the camera, you can. If you want to read it to us, you can. Okay. So Tobin, so then tell me this. So what was the time in your life or something in the Torah that you read or heard about that you thought was God was being that it was the hardest to understand why God was doing what he did? When you're ready, feel free to unmute yourself, man.
I was literally gonna talk. I was literally like gonna write down exactly what we just talked about, like why they he let them be in slavery so long, and then he started talking about it. So
Okay, I got you, man. That makes sense. Okay, Rachel, ¿entiendes la discusión?
¿Entiendes de qué están hablando? Estamos hablando, sí, de que
Yeah.
Sí, ok. ¿Qué es tu respuesta a la pregunta? ¿Tienes una respuesta?
What,
No?
What's her answer to the
Ajá, sí,
question?
¿cuál es la respuesta a la pregunta?
Кои неща мислиш, че Хашем ни ти направил лошо? Какво си записати?
¿Qué tipo
Pues,
hace?
papá, pues, dile que mi papá se enoja conmigo. My father gets angry.
Okay, that her father, which is me, is getting angry at her from time to time for a lot of things, and also her sister is making her angry. Yes, these are the
Okay.
things that she perceives as not justice.
fair, you're
or
saying.
not
She was
in her
saying
life.
that because if Hashem knows that she's going to fight with her sister, why he
Yeah.
gives her sister?
Yeah, if Hashem knew that she was going to fight with her sister, why he gave her a sister?
Okay. Okay. Like, why does Hashem give you the challenge? Why does Hashem give you that struggle? Okay, I think I understand. Okay, yeah, good question. So let's see. So let me ask. So here we see that Moshe is bothered by God keeping the people in slavery, even after he told Moshe to go and do some stuff to try and get them out. So do you think that gives you any idea about why Hashem, about why God, why Hashem, why he gives us bad things in life? No? So let me ask, how do you put this? In the end, did God deliver the Jewish people out of Egypt? Did he take them out of Egypt? Yeah. So basically, does it seem like God at this point, does it seem like he had a plan that that eventually there was a reason for what he did, even if we didn't get it? Yeah, that's what it looks like, because he eventually took them out, and this was one of the, it's hard to understand, but this was one of the steps to get there. So, let's see. The other thing that, let's see. The answer that I've seen for this in the Torah, as far as why God, it looked like God was mistreating the Jews here, is because God was basically saying, and if you look later in Tanakh, we can talk about that, you see the same thing. God was saying that there's a reason that, like, he left it as it was, at least for that moment. So there was a reason, but at the same time, he makes it clear, and we can find where, but he makes it clear that he's with the people. Even when the people are in a lot of pain, he's there with them. And the way that I saw this said really nicely, one point on Chabad.org, I'll just show you really quick, is, let's see. I'll read this, I'll skim this really quick to tell you. So basically, he says that God, this is paraphrasing what God was saying to Moshe, that people can't understand God. God is thinking at a level that's above us, but he wants us to know that he's not detached, meaning he's not like, let me quiet this down for you. Meaning he's not like up there in heaven just watching what happens to us. That's not what he does. He feels what we feel. Like the Baal Shem Tov once said, that just like a father does for his child, when God punishes us, God forbid, if God punishes us, then he cries just like we cry when he punishes us. So let's see. So this was the beautiful way that I saw this written. So God tells Moshe that God, who understands pain, is not going to let himself not feel that pain. And this is the way that he puts it at the end. So Tobin, you want to read that for us, that one or two line?
Every tear we shed becomes his tear. He may not wipe them away, but he makes them his own.
Yeah, exactly. So what does that mean, you think? Shedding a tear means you're crying. The tears are coming from you, from your eyes. Every tear we shed becomes his tear. What do you think that means?
Like, I feel like I know it, but it's just not coming to me right now. Like, I feel like it's so close, but it's just not coming right now.
I got it.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like it's saying that he feels what we feel. When we feel bad because of something he orchestrated, something that he caused, he feels that bad too. And he may not wipe those tears away, he's saying. We might, just because we're crying doesn't mean that that he comes in and saves us like Superman, but he makes them his, meaning that he cries too. When we cry, he cries. Just because you may want him to be your Superman doesn't mean he's going to be your Superman, but it does mean that the same way that you're in pain, he's in pain. That's odd. All right, some odd calls, but okay. So let's see. So it's currently 12:10. All right, somebody was trying to enter the room. Let me just see really quick. Okay. Yeah, so okay, I think this is a good time to stop so we can start getting into the moral lessons next week. Okay, is there anything that you guys want to share? If nothing, then then feel free to tell me what you feel like you learned today.
Nu știu ca și în disc. Raquel was saying that she learned about the alphabet and about this story about Hashem and Moshe.
Okay, very good. Tobin, did you learn anything today? Okay. Some old stuff you already knew?
Yeah. I always thought that leprosy was like white bumps. I didn't know it was like scales. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between the medical leprosy that they talk about today and the one in the Torah. So that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So yeah, hope to see you all again next week. If you have any questions, let me know. Let's see. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I guess I'll send you really quick. I'll send you a copy of the syllabus in case you didn't get it. Is it not going to let me attach from my computer? If it doesn't, then it's going to be a little difficult. All right, everyone.
That's
yeah, it's
okay.
not going to let me.
Rabbi Yitzhak, we can send by email to the parents. Okay.
Okay.
And they can find it also in the academy.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
It was great learning with you guys today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was very nice. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. להתראות.
Bye-bye.